Hello and welcome to the Belmont Sprint edition of the Box Seat for Racing on Saturday, where we are going to get some torrential downpours, unfortunately. We're looking at a soft 6 track, but it could well be a soft 7. The weather forecast is for showers, somewhere in the vicinity of 20 to 40 millimetres of rain, and the rail is at the 3 metre position. So we go straight into the Mrs. Max Plate for the 2-year-olds, race number 1, and we're going to watch the last start victory of Ain't No Other Man.
On the rails, Crown Princess at the top of the home straight, though. Rommel's Command led the way, tackled by Cold Chisel and Ain't No Other Man. Bazoom under pressure, trying to rally. Ain't No Other Man's got right up on the rails and shot to the lead with 100 left to go. Ain't No Other Man races away now and has got them done to a dinner. Ain't No Other Man beat Bazoom, who finished on okay as the other.
Sean and Jake Casey do a wonderful job with their small little team, especially these younger horses and 2-year-olds, as we saw at the Wednesday meeting with Magic to Exceed victorious. This is the last start winner at 1400, Ain't No Other Man, so he does come back a furlong to 1200 here, but he only goes up 1 kilo in the set weights penalties conditions of 2-year-old racing. He's again drawn gate number 1, he's again likely to sit in the box seat, and I think he's again likely to be victorious. Can't see a reason why he wouldn't be going awfully close here from the box seat, number 1 in Ain't No Other Man. Number 3 in Written Exceed, who was scratched on Wednesday to save for this race on Saturday. The visors are on, he's drawn a gate alongside Ain't No Other Man. They're probably both going to settle in the first 4, and they both should be finishing in the first 4. Number 5, Rommel's Journey, on debut for Neville Parnham's yard. The 950 metre trial recently. Very soft, very impressive, never asked for an effort by rider Brad Parnham. And the horse from the replay there, who did in the end finish 3rd in that photo. It was number 2, Rommel's Command, which does a little bit too much wrong for me at the moment. But my numbers in race number 1, 1, 3, 5 and 2. Race number 2, free entry to Belmont Park handicap over 1200 metres. We're going to watch yet another victory for this underrated horse, Hot Z, but keep your eyes on the second place getter in Graceful Girl.
Ride behind them and about to sweep to the outside ahead of Divine Pair. Queen Brown at the 250. Hot Z led the way. Time Scale is cutting it down on the outside, but he has to go for the Shillelagh. Hot Z fighting on Time Scale. Now getting clear. Graceful Girl weaving away through, but it's Hot Z. Hot Z's won at 3/4 on the...
These two horses are likely to really dominate the marketplace again, Hot Z and Graceful Girl. Hot Z, who won 4 in a line at one stage, resumed there in replay, carried 60 kilos, did it in the breeze, and was still strong through the line. Claiming apprentice Christy Bennett takes over on the weekend, so Hot Z actually gets some weight relief here, and no doubt is going to be hard to beat again. But I'm pretty sure if you watch that replay, most punters are going to side with Graceful Girl, and I'm definitely one of those. She was climbing over the back of them late. She just encountered some traffic issues turning for home, but she was doing her best work late and through the line, suggesting that the 1200 metres and the long straight of Belmont Park are both going to play into her favour here. She ran the fastest all the last sections, 1,000, 8, 6, 4, 2 of that race. And I think here with the extra 100 metres and Willie Pike trying to run down a couple of apprentices out in front, I think he can get the job done here on the Cerise and White horse, Graceful Girl. For me, it's number 6. Number 1, Hot Z, he clearly is a well and truly above average type. We continue to underestimate him. He's going to be right in the mix on Saturday. Number 5, Timely Outburst, who raced last weekend at the opening meeting at Belmont, sits outside Hot Z. They're probably going to pair off in the run and they will be setting a very genuine tempo. And number 4, Divine Pair, who's a very well noted wet tracker, as a winner on a heavy 8 and also on a soft 6. My numbers in race number 2, 6, 1, 5 and 4. Race number 3, Tab Touch West Speed Platinum Handicap over 1200 metres. We're going back to a Northern Maiden of all places and watch the first up victory of Queen of Soul.
Straightened up in front of its stablemate Cross Statement. Vicinity is outside of those. My Top Secret's got right up on the inside of Artie. Down the outside, whole lot of shaken. Chad's Me Dad, Queen of Soul coming through in the middle as they fan across the track at the 250. Vicinity reached the lead from Cross Statement. Schwa de Lace. Carberry goes to work on Queen of Soul, however, and at the 100 metre mark, Queen of Soul ranges up. She grabs the lead, Queen of Soul, and she'll be too good on return. Queen of Soul ridden right through the line by Carberry.
She had a long long time off, April 2020 through until May of 2021. So it was over a year between runs for this now 4-year-old mare, Queen of Soul. She went around an odds-on favourite, and once Patrick Carberry brought her to the outside of those horses in front, she did lengthen nicely, and she was impressive late in the piece. She goes from a maiden straight into a 58 plus, which is not an easy thing to do, but she definitely looks one of the Simon Miller mares who's capable of continuing through the grades, so I am full of respect for her here in this race. I'm going to go with one of Jim Taylor's horses here, in OBH, who's first up off the back of a pretty impressive 950 metre trial victory. I think that OBH is likely to come across and come out running. He is drawn a wide gate, but he's an on-speed type. And I just think here that if he can find the breeze, he is a proven wet tracker, he's a proven fresh horse, and he's likely to go around each way here. So I just went with a little bit of caution, and I tipped each way in what looks a pretty tough and even West Speed Platinum race. I went number 2 in OBH. Number 6, Snippy Miss, who was an eye-catcher first up, but doesn't win out of turn. Number 7, Queen of Soul, just wary of the maiden form holding up on a Saturday. And number 1, I'm Pretty. You won't miss the grey on a grey day. She'll be going home 2 to their 1 late in the piece. My numbers in race number 3 are 2, 6, 7 and 1. Race number 4, Amelia Park Lodge Handicap over the flying 1,000 metres. We're going back 7 days ago and watching yet another luckless 4th placing when wide throughout to number 2 in Comes a Time.
Apollo, who's behind the leader, Comes a Time, joined in strongly. Universal Pleasure, Enduring Moment, trying to get out inside the 250. Purely is being nursed, travels well, leads by a length on the outside. Apollo, Bright Diamond coming through. Comes a Time is peaking a little bit. Purely's in front. Apollo, Bright Diamond bursting through now. Purely just in front from Bright Diamond. Apollo, Purely fights on, beat Bright Diamond. Apollo, Comes a Time.
There is no doubt in my mind that this horse Comes a Time is absolutely flying. First up drew gate number 4, sat 3 wide the trip. Second up drew a wide gate, 3 wide the trip. Last start, you guessed it, you saw it there in replay, 3 wide the trip. He's just simply had no luck this campaign. Paul Harvey takes over riding duties from a suspended Lucy Warwick, and Paul Harvey is the only person who's actually won on this horse since being in the care of Justin Warwick. So on the 7-day spin around, back to 1,000 metres, and with the Pontiff aboard, clearly going to demand a lot of respect here and may well open up fixed odds favourite as well. So I do have him high up the order here, but again, I went with a point of difference. A horse that I know is going to go around at double figures, and a horse who I was very impressed with at the end of last campaign. He's first up no trial here, number 1 for me in Agent J. SJ Miller's a wonderful first up trainer. He's got an incredible record producing her horses first up and also first up no trial. And Agent J is a noted winner. In fact, he's won 5 of his 16 outings, a lot of those on speed, which is exactly where I expect him to be on the weekend. So for me, double figures, number 1, Agent J. Number 8, How's the Serenity, a filly of Simon Miller's. And Simon does have a big hand in this race with 3 different horses engaged. She's been going very well, provided that she's kept down low in the weights. Our replay horse, number 2, Comes a Time, very much knocking on the door. And number 10 in Time Scale, second of Simon's fillies, who should be able to box seat from the inside draw. My numbers in race number 4, 1, 8, 2 and 10. Race number 5, Schweppes Handicap, 2,100 metres. We're going to watch the last start victory of Secret Pearl, but it's also the replay of Black Shadow. It's also Come Right Back. It's also Maserati. A lot of horses coming from this replay.
Move. It hit the front. Secret Pearl, though. It starts to finish very, very strongly on the outside. Black Shadow, and on the outside, Secret Pearl together. Secret Pearl, Black Shadow, toe-to-toe they go. Decoy Noxious further back runs on. Black Shadow's finding. Secret Pearl keeps coming. Here's a great go. Secret Pearl got ahead in front. Secret Pearl won it. Secret Pearl from Black Shadow.
She'd been building to a win like that, Secret Pearl. It was her 5th or 6th run of the preparation. It was only the 2nd time she'd been out to the genuine staying trip. And once Ricky Moss gets her fit, once she gets out over trip, she's very hard to beat in all of these staying races. Her regular rider Alan Kennedy jumps back aboard, but she is drawn a little bit awkwardly here, and she's not likely to get the same nice sort of 3 wide with cover passage that she enjoyed last start when there were those mid-race moves afoot behind the likes of Final Chill. I'm going to go with the horse that ran 2nd to her on that occasion, and that's Black Shadow. He's likely to open up somewhere between $6 and $10, so he goes around each way in a race like this. He's a Belmont Park horse, he's very much a wet track horse, And with the likes of Lord Lonsdale likely to roll them along in the early and middle stages, I think Jason Brown can have him tucked away just behind the speed, and if it turns into a wet weather slog, he's going to be up for the fight, and you're going to get an each way price to find out. For me, number 2, Black Shadow each way. Number 4, Sentimental Queen, undefeated so far this campaign for Hayden Ballantyne. A winner first up in a midweeker, a winner second up in a graduation. She now gains the services of William Pike. She draws a gate. She's going to be awfully hard to hold out. Number 6, Born to Try, who backs up off 7 days from a victory last weekend. And number 11, Blackwater Bay, coming out of Albany racing, but is the full brother to come play with me. So hopefully he can start to reproduce something like his brother did at the staying trips. My numbers in race number 5, 2, 4, 6, 11. Race number 6, Crown Towers handicap, over 1,300 metres. We're going to go back, watch one of the better bets on the box seat from last start, and we're going to back up again. This is Sun Sun.
Excaro on the outside comes at it. Sun Sun kicks though with 200 left to go from Excaro. On red alert, Billy Ray. Wednesday tracking up along the inside, but Sun Sun, he's off and gone with 100 left to go. It's all Sun Sun. Great interest in the minor placing on red alert, Billy Ray Wednesday, but Sun Sun dominating from the front, one in a canter.
Hard not to like this horse in this race. A last start graduation winner, a 60 plus winner with 59 kilos. He goes around in another 60 plus with 59 kilos. Very rarely do you get those circumstances where you get to stay in the same grade without any weight penalty. And it's because of the claim from Lakdar Rumley, who's riding a lot of winners at the moment. Adam Durant stables in white hot form. This is a 3-year-old who's going through the grades nicely. 7 starts, 4 victories. Very hard to knock the way he's going. He was beaten on a rain-affected track 2 starts ago, a bottomless heavy 8 at Ascot. But he did all the work in the breeze. He rolled back to the inside, which was the inferior going, and they ran along at a breakneck tempo in the early stages. So I am pretty confident that he'll get through the going here. He can lead, he can take a sit, he could sit back if they really wanted to. He's highly versatile and he's highly hard to tip past. I'm going to go again, number 2, Sun Sun. Number 7, Island Missile, if you're looking for an each way play or a horse at double figures that you know you'll get a run out of. He was very good first up behind Guns of Navarone, who somewhat franked the form on Wednesday. Number 6, Amelia's Contraire, get back, run on type of mare, who has been given 6 or 7 weeks between outings by Simon Miller, but it is something that he's done successfully before with her. And number 9 in Billy Ray. I find him a very hard horse to get into. He's always hard in the market, he's always short. In the end, he's only won 1 from his 8 or 9 outings. My numbers in race number 6, 2, 7, 6 and 9. Race number 7, Morley Growers Market handicap, over 1,400 metres. We're going to watch the surprise first up win of Son of Bacchus, but it's also Moshard, it's also Captain Kink, it's also Jericho Missile, it's also Naughty by Nature.
Side is Moshard as Captain Kink wheels into the home straight. He put up 2 lengths. Highland Beat running on strongly down the outside. Highland Beat ranges up, grabbed the lead from Captain Kink. Right behind them now, Special Choice getting through, Naughty by Nature. And down the outside is Nero Dio. Here's a ding dong going, Son of Bacchus as well. Oh, Son of Bacchus. Son of Bacchus in the middle.
So many horses in this race all come from the exact same replay, so you might need to watch it 2 or 3 times to make sure that you've got your eye across all of those different horses in the run. I'm going for a horse that was just tucked away in behind them under Brad Rawiller. Settled 3 back the fence, never really got a clear run at them at any stage in the home straight, and his name is Moshard. He's an each-way type of horse. You need that bit of insurance for running 2nd or 3rd because he is a horse that can mix his form. But his best is definitely good enough. He did run a 3rd in a Group 3 behind Truly Great one day in an RJ Peters. And we've always seen him run flashing light runs in the Hannon's handicap up at Kalgoorlie. So his best is good enough. He's finally drawn a gate this campaign. He gets back to Belmont where he is a noted winner. He gets a wet track where he is a proven wet tracker. And he goes around each way. So for me, I'm going with number 4 in Moshard. Number 5, Captain Kink. 1,400 probably stretches him, but he also gets lovely map conditions here. Without any obvious breeze horse, he may well roll along at the beat of his own drum. Number 6, Naughty by Nature, who I thought was excellent first up in that replay. And number 2, Leading Girl, off the back of a very impressive trial, which is going to have to carry a career high weight and do it from last on a rain-affected track. My numbers in race number 7, 4, 5, 6 and 2. Race number 8 is the feature, the Iron Jack Belmont Sprint. It is a weight for age 1400 metre event where the obvious form reference and where all these horses seem to come from, it is the Roma Cup of 2021 that we watch in replay.
They turn the corner, Money Matters levelled up to Caracapo. Right behind them, Vela Road holding Dance Music, although she's now into the open looking for a run. Free Trade, then Flirtini, Elite Street further back. It's charging home, Money Matters, it hit the front. Here comes Dance Music, Elite Street down the outside, Cup Night charging. What a finish, they hit it all, tight go.
There were so many different horses to watch in replay there. Take nothing away from the All the Way or Breeze victory of Money Matters, but there's a lot of hard luck stories in behind him. Chris Parnham had to come out at right angles around heels on Elite Street. He still ran second. Cup Night came deepest into the corner after settling back and reeled off all the best closing sectionals. And a horse like Massimo, who we tipped into last start, sat 3 back the fence, finished 3 back the fence. Clint Johnston Porter never got clear at any stage in the run. That's the way I'm going to go here. I'm going to go with Massimo again. He never got out last start, so we just don't know how well he would have gone in that race. He goes well at Belmont Park, he goes well in the wet, and he maps well again here. I'm thinking much better, box seat as opposed to 3 back the fence. So we're going to follow up. We'll go again with Massimo each way, number 9. Number 8, Cup Night, I thought he was sensational last start. 1400 suits him, Gate 5 suits him. He's in career best form. Number 13, Dance Music. How do you knock her run out of the Roma Cup? She loomed as the winner and was plunged in betting. Number 3, Elite Street. There was a lot of talk about him and his first up effort. I actually thought that he peaked in the last 50 to throw in my 2 cents, but no doubt he's going to be doing his best work late here at 1400. My numbers in race number 8, 9, 8, 13 and 3. Race number 9, C Corp handicap over the Flying 1000. It sees the return of Battle Storm, who's 5 from 5, undefeated at the Belmont Park 1000 metre circuit. So I thought, let's see how he's returned. We'll go to the trials.
Gates of Babylon coming home out wide of the Velvet King under little pressure and chiming in nicely. Battle Storm, the Velvet King go up to Gates of Babylon and No Surrender. Battle Storm and the Velvet King. Battle Storm going home too well. Battle Storm is going to go down the line and win it by a length. The Velvet King
has some serious X factor, this horse, Battle Storm. You need to be pretty good to be winning 5 from 5 at Belmont Park over the 1000. But it is his last victory. He hasn't won for a long time now, some 693 days. He has a near-sighted blinker on for the first time, so near side, there we go, put it into perspective. He's going to get back, he's going to charge home, but he does run into a couple of pretty handy ones here. I'm going to side with Nero Dio. He's a horse that has won all 6 of his races at Belmont Park. He's been catching the eye at Ascot, so now back to Belmont, hopefully. It's time for him, 4th up into the prep. Tipping number 3 should I say, on top in Nero Dio. Number 13, Boomtastic, first start, new stable, now with Justin Warwick, hard, on-speed mare on the minimum. Number 5, Battle Storm, who looks to have come back in super order from that trial, and you know what you're going to get, he'll be doing his best work late. Number 10, E Always, who went right through the grades when last in work, returns to the care of Rack Reed, and I think this horse is definitely capable of winning more races. My numbers in race number 9, 3, 13, 5 and 10. Rolling into best bets for the Saturday program on the Iron Jack Belmont Sprint Day. Going with a couple of shorties on a pretty tough program. Race 2, number 6, Graceful Girl, and race 6, number 2 in Sun. Free entry to Belmont Park. Make sure you bring your wet weather gear if you do turn up. It's going to be cold, it's going to be wet, but the racing will be good.